Sorry, I'm just kidding.
So, hey everybody, we're here with another Quarantine Chronicles, whatever the fuck, it does not fucking matter. Bird's like he's an FBI informant on a video or something.
And then I saw them pass the drugs.
But we just got done filming the worst movies on YouTube for Thanksgiving week. So, and that episode's going to be great. You know, you can tell what the mood's going to be right off the bat when even before we get into it, the episode start is going to start and it's going to be Bird fucking bitching about and complaining about holidays.
I know. And then I started complaining about, you know, Rudy Giuliani
Yeah.
giving
I mean,
giving a press conference. Dude, giving a press conference 10 feet away from where they sell double-edged dildos, and he expects anyone to take him serious. Dude, you're behind. You're behind a fucking landscaping company, dude. Seriously, like if you were at an outhouse selling company, or again, if you were at a sewage plant and you were standing right beside where the shit gets fucking, you know, processed and shit, like you're like, yeah, I got some really important facts here. Like, where are they, Rudy? I left it in my other folder. And I always like how they have some dildo standing behind them holding a folder as if that folder holds any kind of information. And if it fucking does, maybe present that instead of just Rudy Giuliani going, then that works. Then that works. You know what I mean?
yeah, why don't you just like, you could make your reference again here. He is like fucking Danny DeVito from
He
yeah,
looks like
Batman.
he looks like Danny DeVito's fucking penguin from Batman Returns. Like he walks like it. He come out. Did you see him waddle to the mic? He's like ah ah ah. Like all you had to do is throw this motherfucker a piece of fish in something and watch him up there chew on it while talking about his supposed voter fraud. You know,
Yeah.
it could be worse. My nose could be gushing. Blah blah. You know, and all of a sudden he just bites Acosta's nose off and shit. You know.
Dude, what's up with people speaking tongues, man? I mean,
What do you mean? You mean you're talking about Trump's spiritual advisor? Yeah,
yes.
dude, that bitch is nuts. She is nuttier than a fucking payday bar.
This is what's up with people speaking tongues anyway. It's like fucking seriously, man. It's ugh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I mean, like, yeah, you're like, I don't want anybody to talk bad about my religion or me. It's like, dude, then don't go and pretend like it's fucking language. Yeah,
Yeah.
dildo. Just because you're trying to scare some old couple into giving you their fortune because, you know, they're scared to death of death and you know that, so you feed off of them. All of them. They all do that. You know, and it's so funny how if you look into these people's background, there's always some kind of lawsuits or some kind of legal shit that they did, you know what I mean? But they're holier than that.
Buy me a jet.
Yeah, buy me another jet. You know, and I think you know what's killer is that the Trump administration, which isn't really even an administration at this motherfucking point, because isn't like over half of his fucking people in prison. The other half are sick with COVID. You know what I mean? It's just like seriously, like you killed. Well, some could argue that Herman Cain killed himself by following this dumbass, but you basically killed Herman Cain. You got Ben Carson, uh, uh, COVID, which some could argue also that Ben gave himself COVID by hanging
Yeah.
around the dumbass. You know, But it just fucking kill. And that Mark Meadows is like, how many fucking people in your administration are either sick or fired or in prison? Like seriously, how can you call this an administration? All it is Trump and Kelly McEnany sitting there bouncing bullshit back to each other. You know,
Yeah.
he's like, the greatest in the world. She's like, you're the greatest in the world. He's like, I got the biggest hands ever. She's like, oh, the biggest hands, Mr. President. He's like, I totally not corrupt, and I totally don't know. $400 million to some foreign entity we don't know who. You know what I mean? She's like, "Oh, totally, Mr. President. You're so great. You're so wonderful. I'm just gonna go tell the press right now how wonderful you are. You're so great. There goes my soul.
So I was thinking, as you're fucking going off,
Sold her soul. You want to see somebody? People say that shit all the time, like, "Oh, he sold his soul. Oh, she sold his soul. I sold his soul. Sold his soul." Do you want to see what selling your soul really looks like? Then look into the eyes of Kelly. Fuck you, McEnany, because that bitch has none. Look into her eyes. They're dead. She doesn't believe a fucking thing she's saying. She's just sitting there like, ah, 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 ah. She doesn't believe a thing, dude. Not a thing. Not a thing that she's saying. There's no conviction in her voice. She's just like, nothing. She might as well be speaking in tongues, man, because everything she says is stupid.
yeah.
The
So I was gonna,
president, the whole world. And then there's Spicer. Somebody find this dude. Somebody find him. Okay? Punch him like they did Rick Moranis. No,
no.
fuck you. Punch him like Rick Moranis don't deserve to get punched, but Spicer does. And how comes the people that deserve to get punched never get fucking punched? You never see Eric Trump or Donald Trump Jr. sitting there, like just sitting there minding their own. Okay, wait, oh, excuse me. Did I just say minding their own business? These motherfuckers don't mind their own business, you know? But then those are the ones that deserve to get punched. The ones that kill fucking endangered animals from 30 feet away and talk about how about a big man they are, you know? Guys that talk about somebody else being on drugs, meanwhile they're on fucking TV freaking out and talking about their daddy. My daddy can't lose because he might go to prison. Yeah, bitch, we know. We fucking know. And that's why you won't leave. That's why you and you and you and you and you and you and all of them. That's why all you won't leave. We know you won't leave because we know you're waiting for prison. You're fucking going to prison and you know it. So just come out and say it. Stop pussyfooting with these bastards. CNN, MSNBC, all you bitches, stop fucking around with them. Stop playing with them. Stop saying like, oh well, dub 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 dub. This is not normal. And just say it. Don't say like, well, he's not going to concede because of blah 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 blah. We know why he won't concede. We know why he won't leave because he's scared. That fat bitch is scared. And if anybody's sitting there going, not my president, he tough as bone. Oh, excuse me. Is this the same motherfucker who's so goddamn tough that he thought somebody was going to attack him from 100 yards away and did this to the podium? Dude, he wet his panties when he thought somebody was going to attack him. That dude was 800 yards away. He didn't even know if he had a gun. He just hopped the railing and Trump wet his panties. Get the fuck out of here. 5 deferments to get out of war. Big tough bitch bastard he is, man. Fuck you people. I'm done. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, there was multiple things I was going to say, but I have lost them all. Uh,
Go, go ahead.
oh yeah, as much as I might agree with, like, the sentiment of wanting to punch some people in the fucking face,
Oh,
I
no, no. Oh, I don't care. Steve Bannon can call for the beheading of Dr. Fauci. I'm not calling for the beheading. I'm just saying punch him. And even if it's a light punch, you don't have to knock him out cold. Just like tap him in his cheeks and be like, hey, bitch, yeah, that was reality smacking you in the lips.
this is me, Gutter, saying worst movies on YouTube, CGP productions do not fucking punching anybody in the face. As much
Oh,
as I might agree with it, don't do
well,
it.
well, the United States of Bird, motherfucker, says punch bitches in the face that think they can just say whatever the fuck they want and get away with it.
I mean, yeah, you
It's,
can talk about like the what?
especially, especially bitches with stupid ass beards, that have been trust fund babies all their lives. I'm gonna watch my language now because the child.
Dude, I'm pretty sure she could probably hear you through the floor.
He's just talking about some bad people, honey.
But I'm pretty sure she could probably hear you through the floor when you were just going off
That
downstairs.
base is actually pretty friggin' soundproof. I mean, I've had like my TV down there blaring. I come upstairs, I can't hear shit.
Uh-huh. I'm sure your voice travels and she's just sitting there like,
Yeah. Yeah, she's watching her tablet. She had her headphones
but I mean, yeah, dude, you were just going off about like the YouTube comments and stuff, start calling for the beheading of liberals and stuff. It's like, so yeah, that
on. And
really
I'm
had an
kidding.
effect.
Let me be clear. I'm kidding. I don't really want to punch anybody because I don't want anybody to get in trouble for something. I don't want to be one of these assholes who are like, do something, and they do it. And you're like, I didn't do that. I didn't tell them to do that. You know. But like, yeah, I'm just kidding. I mean, like, I know it's hard, and I know if you see them at a local donut shop or something, and he's just sitting there with that smug, stupid look on his face, and everything's telling you in your body, just punch him in his face. He needs to learn a lesson. I'm tired of these people that just get away with shit and they just walk around with this smug look on their face. John Wayne would have punched him, you know. Lee Marvin would have punched him. Charles Bronson would have punched him. Clint Eastwood would probably still punch him. You know what I mean? So Robert De Niro would definitely punch him. We all know how he feels. In fact, I think that's a policy of mine. Bird 2021. Here's my policy. If you don't fucking leave the White House, Robert De Niro gets to come and beat your fucking ass. And I know Bobby D's old, but ain't that old. And he's in better shape than Trump. Just let him go in there and work over his midsection for a while. Trust me. All they gotta do is go, on the thing, and Trump's like, what is it? I'm busy trying to rape the country and democracy. It's fun. It's so much easier than doing it to a 13-year-old. Just ask Jeffrey. Oh, and he's dead. Anyway, what is it? And they're like, Mr. President, uh, Bobby D is on his way upstairs to beat you up, he said. And he's like, eh. Robert De Niro, sir, he's on his way up to the Oval Office. He's going to kick your ass. And we kind of let him go through. We like him. And he's like, and he freaks out. He gets up. You know, the Secret Service has locked all the doors from the outside of the Oval Office. He can't get out. They're blocking the windows. They let one door open, and it's Bobby D. He comes in and just beats the shit out of him. And we broadcast it on all the networks. The network. What do you think? Everybody like that idea? I like that idea. I think Robert De Niro would like that idea.
Sure. It's bright as fuck.
Wrapped up like a douche. So, go ahead. I feel like I'm ranting this whole time. You say something.
What?
Your thoughts.
I got nothing.
You're trying to play neutral. You're the Susan Collins of worst movies on.
No, I'm not trying to play neutral at all. It's like I got nothing at the moment. I had multiple things, but you have drained my thoughts with your thoughts. It's like, bleh.
Well, your thoughts are my thoughts. We both feel the same way about this shit.
Well, I still don't recommend punching anybody in the face.
Let's be clear, we both don't recommend punching people in the face. Bird just said that because he was angry.
But no,
Sometimes we say things we don't mean when we're angry.
but you were saying about you saw like the ripple effects of the whole ban and saying that shit. Like on you now, you're starting to see people using it like on YouTube comments and stuff.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Unfortunate. It's beyond unfortunate. People say all the time, it's unfortunate. It's not unfortunate. It's dangerous and it's criminal. And they're like, oh, he got banned from YouTube. Banned from YouTube. Fucking arrest him. Fucking arrest him. He's telling people to behead people. Fucking arrest him. We kill those people in other countries. We just blow them away with a sniper and think nothing of it. And then we go on TV and go, we got him. So why can't we do it with Steve Bannon? Dude, he looks like he's almost dead anyway. You'll do him a favor, you know? He already looks like he's a wart on Satan's asshole. So let's do it.
Arrest him.
Arrest him for saying
Yes.
that. You can't say that shit.
But no, I'm just saying, I was specifying that you meant arrest him and nothing else.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I meant. Didn't I say arrest him?
Yeah, but then you kind of started going off about like snipers and stuff, and so I was like, arrest him.
Oh, well, I take him out, didn't mean take him out. Okay. I meant like arrest him. Yeah, you can't. Look, I tell a bunch of people to rob a bank. They rob a bank. That's on me. I told them to do it, whether they did it or not. I told them to do it. You know. I mean, we put Charles Manson in prison for decades for this shit. He didn't do it. Just told people to do it. He was still there because he told them to do it. So why is it okay for Charlie to spend his entire life in prison, but not someone like Steve Bannon, who looks like he's already been there? Oh wait, he was. He'll go back again.
Who knows, man? Who
It's so
knows?
funny how all these people bitch they bitch about liberals and Hollywood and the Hollywood elite. Do you know that like Steve Bannon's dumbass was in Hollywood trying to be a screenwriter or something, and he was no good. He had no talent, so he got booted out. And what do you do? Of course, he turns around, he talks about how they suck. Like they suck because you suck. You just have no talent, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, I really have nothing, man, at all.
I've already drained my energy of
Yeah.
every. Look, I just this any other time we wouldn't be like this. You know why? Because the other guy would have conceded, or the other woman, whatever, other man, woman, whatever, would have conceded by now. Everything would be golden. But no, we have Rudy Giuliani and Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham. You know, you want to contest an election? I contest yours, bitch. And I'm talking about Lindsey. No, I'm looking at you, but I'm talking to Lindsey.
Well,
I would
Mitch is too,
vote
because
for McConnell too, because how the fuck did either one of you slimy cunts win? How? How?
yeah.
Lindsey Graham was on TV every single day, crying like a hoe. Everybody hates me. I don't have nobody. He's outraged at me. I was like, because Jamie had better ideas than you. Maybe because Jamie's a better person than you. Maybe because Jamie's not a fucking bootlicker like you, dickhead. You know, people actually trust Harrison. They don't trust you. You know, so I can't fucking believe how he got by groveling and acting like a little hoe that he is.
So, but yeah, well, I guess if you want to, like, it's just like, how can they call voter fraud, but like their elections are fine?
How can he sit there and say that Joe Biden's the greatest guy he's ever met and then talk shit about him? How can he sit there and talk about how John McCain's his best friend and he has so much respect and loyalty? But then this fucker from New York with the fucking bad hair and spray tan comes down and starts talking shit about him, and all of a sudden Lindsey turns all in like 10 seconds. Like, oh yeah, John McCain was he wasn't that good. I'm like, you know, somebody, all right, I won't say it.
Um, yeah, but yeah, I don't know, man. What do you think? It's
Throw a
like,
cucumber, Lindsay, and say, shove this up your ass. You know?
it's like, what do you think? Like, it's gonna like, I don't know. Cohen said that like he thinks Trump's going to fucking go on Christmas break and just never return and just be president from fucking some Mar-a-Lago somewhere, probably
It's so
Florida.
funny how people that have never met the motherfucker are like, he couldn't do that, not my president. I'm like, dude, you don't fucking know. They know. Like, they really know. So when they tell you he's going to do something, believe it. He
Yeah,
guarantees it.
it's
Because
like,
if they say it, like, he's obviously shown this behavior a billion times in the past because these people say it without conviction. You know, they just say it. They're like, it comes out like flows like water, you know, to say that he's a liar, a cheat, an asshole. It comes out so easily. They don't hesitate. There's no hesitation. What do you think of Donald Trump? Asshole, liar, piece of shit. And they're like, whoa, you didn't even pause. It's like, that's right. Because that's what he's been his entire life. Liar, cheater, piece of shit. And you're like,
Yeah.
okay. But then
So
you got 60 million Americans, 70 million, sadly says, uneducated. I mean, they must be because they've never read a history book in their life. Yes, yes, or just ignorant. I don't know. Whatever it is. They saw the possibility for America to acquire its first official dictator, where they run the rules and every and just get rid of everyone else who isn't pure blood. Good G. But
good.
and they said, yes, please.
Yeah.
That should make you sick to your stomach. That half of this country was like, yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with what he did. The problem is it's like some of these people that I've met that said, I voted for him and then just turned the TV off for 4 years. Well, then you have no fucking frame of reference. You have no dog in this fight. You have not paid attention to all the stupid shit that he's done and said, and how many times he's lied, and how many norms that he's destroyed that have been with this country for 200 plus years. So, fuck you. You have no say. In fact, I don't think you have the right to vote if you haven't been paying attention. You don't get to just walk in off the street and go, looks like my guy, bang, and you haven't been paying attention. Fuck you. You don't know what the hell he's been doing. That's like somebody coming in after Hitler killed everybody and then was like, hey, that Hitler dude, not too bad. I was thinking about voting for him. Where is he anyway? You know?
So anyway, the holidays are coming up soon. What are your thoughts on those? Because I mean, what are holidays going to be like this fucking year, man? I mean, for real, like,
Dude, you're going to see a bunch of twitchy motherfuckers sitting there and they're all going to be looking up at that goddamn speaker that's sitting there puking out, it's the most wonderful time of the year. And it's just going to go in their head and just rattle around in their head. And it's the year, just the year part. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And they're going to think 2020 and blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, all these memories and all those flashbacks that go through the head, like they're bringing crime, they're bringing rapists, they're terrible people. COVID, all these people dying, fucking fires, everything's on fire.
uh, hello.
So, phone call now.
Okay.
Like everything's on fire, everything's blown up and shit, and yeah, I forgot
But
what I was
man,
saying.
people,
Dictator.
there are some people that are really trying to start it fucking early. I mean, I know they stores and stuff started early, but people were basically like, Christmas time now because everything else sucks. We need happy Christmas time. It's
I,
like,
everybody's so desperate for happier times, they want to go right to Christmas.
but but Christmas ain't that happy of a time.
It's not. You have to spend a bunch of money for people you really don't like.
And I mean, are like, how many people times are you gonna? How many people are going to see these people this year? Because I don't know the
Right?
way it is in our area. Like, shit be going
Yeah.
crazy, man. That COVID
Yeah.
shit be going
So,
crazy right now. You don't hear about it.
yeah, basically everybody's going to be unwrapping COVID this year. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see where people are like, yeah, I can't wait for Christmas. And these are the people that obviously haven't been paying attention to the motherfucking times because they're just like, they're oblivious. They're just like, I'm going to come dark to get the candles. And you're like, dude, are you fucking listening to yourself? Like, I can't wait to get to see my family. I'm like, are you hearing yourself right now? Like, uh, there was over 100,000 cases in one day. Every single state is. Dude, all I hear on the of ESPN, I was listening to like this player, that player, this player, that player, a player on our team, Vance McDonald got fucking COVID, and it's like Jesus fucking Christ. Let's stop pretending like everything's cool, everything's normal. We're not. This is not normal. Every other country is looking at us and they're worried because they're watching us stupidly walk right into the furnace. You know what I mean? Like we're
Yeah.
not even we're walking right over the hillside. We're not even paying attention. You know, we're all looking at our phones and like, oh,
But it sucks because it's all because of like certain kind of people fucking just spouting fucking nonsense and bullshit over and over and over again. It has half of this fucking country like, believing it's not a big deal, or,
good
or
dude.
that it doesn't exist.
Half the country gets their news from Facebook memes. They're
Yeah.
not. They're like, cause it kills me. Like my brother, you know, uh, God love him, but like, it's like you can't say like, oh, Trump is a dickhead. I agree with you, but then still have this anger in your voice, this tone, like you're still pissed off that he lost. You know what I mean? Like anytime I talk about it, both of them, they're like, "Oh, don't talk about it." Like, why are you so angry? Why can't we talk about it? It's like the minute I say anything bad about him, you got to mention Nancy or Chuck Schumer or whatever. Look, I didn't say they were great. You know, I believe I've said many times in the past, I don't like either one of them. You know, I'd rather them not be there. You know, but but like that'd be like on the other side. If I say, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and you're like, well, what about Donald Trump? And I'm like, what? You lose your mind. It's like, but now he lost. And people that claim who have not been on his side, like wasn't really gonna vote for him and this stuff. I'm like, wow, what really gave you the indication? Like, well, what was the first clue as to why not to vote for him? Like, what, grab him by the pussy didn't do for you, you know, Christian fuckers. But anyway, uh, it's the whole thing's just insane, dude. I just want him
Yeah.
gone. No,
Well,
but
not
no,
even just
everybody can feel good as they want about Biden winning, and that's great. You can feel good about that. And Kamala Harris, being the first woman and black woman and Indian woman. You know what I mean? Like all that. That's all great. It's historic. It's awesome. Just like Barack Obama, historic. It's awesome. You know, but there's always some fucking thing that has to stand in the way of it. In Obama's case, it was Mitch McConnell going, gonna stop everything this guy's gonna do, you know. And people were like, how come Obama didn't do more? Well, turn around and look at, That's the reason why.
yeah.
Gizzard chin cunt. Anyway, so Biden's gonna get in there. You're still gonna have fucking, and everything he tries to do, is gonna stop everything he does. You know, and he's gonna laugh about it every time. Well, but then again, there's a flip side to that. Maybe he won't, and here's why. Because McConnell's already expressed that he likes Joe Biden and he's willing to work with him. Because it'd probably be different working with him than dealing with, no, I'm right, no, I'm right, I'm always right, no, no, no. It'd probably be better dealing with Joe instead of that all the time. It wasn't my idea, then it's not a good idea. You know, but yeah. So hopefully, I'm hoping they're going to push through a stimulus, and the only reason I'm hoping that is because I'm hoping that neither side's going to be the one to say no to that. Neither one's going to be the one or want to be the one to deny that. They're not going to be like, well, the Republicans denied it. They're going to be like, the motherfucker. So no,
But the
none of the
Republicans
sides.
have been denying it for months.
They're going to want to have to, dude. If everything goes through, Trump leaves, and now their mega man macho boy leaves and hides in Florida for the rest of his life. They're going to have to win back the trust of the other half of the country that overwhelmingly got their boy out of office. They're going to have to win them over, you know, because most of their base is going to be in prison for trying to do stupid shit like kidnap government because they closed down their local 24/7 gym. And let me tell you something. I seen some of the dudes that were upset by it. Hey, boy, kind of husky. I doubt you went to a 24/7 gym. Maybe a 24/7 McDee's, but not the gym. So shut the fuck up.
But anyway, back to off of that subject, back to like holidays sucking. Never mind. They're just gonna suck.
They're
Everything
just
sucks.
yeah. You're gonna hear Mariah Carey 1,000 times. You're gonna want to take your face off, you know. But
So,
no,
dude,
man, yeah.
I think I have found a movie that is more depressing than It's a Wonderful Life.
And what is that?
2020.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? And there
I mean,
is
I
George Bailey.
love,
We are all George Bailey on the bridge right now, pounding on it, going, "I want to live again."
but it's like I love It's a Wonderful Life. It is awesome for being the most depressing Christmas movie ever made. But I don't know if I can watch it this year. I think if I watch it this year, I just might lose my shit.
That might be the end for you. I think a lot of people are going to avoid the depressing shit this year. They're probably going to watch like Christmas Story, like they do. You know, maybe obviously Christmas Vacation. You know, watching Chevy Chase fuck himself up will probably give people a chuckle. And you know, hopefully, you know, there's like ice and snow on the steps of the White House, and Trump trips and falls down. And I mean, that would give everybody a good chuckle.
That
And
would be a good Christmas present.
wouldn't it like him slide down like a bit like Looney Tunes? You know what I mean?
Yeah, his diaper would protect him. So I mean, we don't want him hurt or anything, but like, just the humiliation would be nice.
Yeah, like you know, America's Funniest Home Videos humiliation. You know, him falling down the steps and his girdle falling out, gut pours out. You know, he gets up with like half his face covered in snow, crying, and they're like, "Oh, Mr. President, you poor crybaby piece of shit, fat fucking criminal cocksucker." Okay, I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm
But
done.
anyway,
He's
yeah,
done. Done, so I should be done. Da, 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 da. Yeah, right.
I think I'm done with this episode. I'm good.
I'm good. There you go. There's our episode. We're good. We're not. We're Trump in the limo driving past all the people telling him to go fuck himself.
All
All right,
so
I'm gonna
yeah, me too. With both of us cracking and losing our shit, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Don't worry, America. It'll be okay. We're trying to pluck
Just,
the hemorrhoid now.
just say the fucking words. We're gonna be okay.
Right? We are basically Tim Roth in the back of the car seat holding on to fucking Harvey Keitel going, Larry. and, he's, and he's like, "You're going to be okay.
Say the fucking words.
I'm going to be okay. Larry."
On that note, I am going to end it. So, yeah, see you later, man.
See ya.